It's October 9th, year of our Lord, 2024. My name is Miguel Fuller.
And I'm producer Kelvin Live.
And we are live on the Miguel and Holly and the Hits 961 Facebook page. If you want to hop on, say hello and good morning. If you missed yesterday's opening of the show, I got a little emotional because our friends in Florida are bracing for impact of Hurricane Milton. And, now that we've dealt with Helene here in the Carolinas, you know how stressful a hurricane is because you're just waiting.
Right.
You prepare, you evacuate if you need to, and then you're just sitting and waiting. And then that's the worst part because then you just start thinking about all these scenarios. And of course, we're super worried about Holly because her and her daughter are still in Florida. They couldn't get here to Charlotte. So she's in Fort Lauderdale now. So Holly, it's going to be a very fluid next few days with Holly on the show. Right. So she's going to join around the 7:00 hour for the rest of the show. But she's like in a little room in an old friend of ours apartment in Fort Lauderdale. And so she's like, I don't know if me being like, good morning, Charlotte at 5:50 with an 11-year-old right in the bed next to her would be the best.
No, that makes sense.
Yeah, so she's going to join us in the 7:00 hour. Producer Kelvin, how are you doing this morning?
I'm doing pretty good. I am awake. Nothing like waking up at 4:30 every day. But yesterday I did have a pretty good day. I don't know if you've ever had this. They're called the zoomies in dogs, but you get home and like you see mess. You see laundry. You see that you have to work on your fitness. Like I did all the things back to back to back. I don't know how or where this energy came from, but like I did all the things yesterday and it felt pretty good. I don't recommend it, but it felt pretty good taking care of everything.
Now, when it comes to dogs, you're talking about the zoomies with the dogs. I have a question for you, producer Kelvin, because you have a dog. You had a dog growing up, and you also have a cat. So you are a animal person.
Yes,
I am not. Why do people feel the need to walk their dogs with no leash? So yesterday, I was doing my hot girl walk around my neighborhood, and there are lots of dogs in my neighborhood. I live across from Camp North End. And usually people have their dogs in their leash and it's a small sidewalk. So usually when people see me coming without an animal, they will pull their pet over to the other side of them. Well, this one guy, he was just walking, had no leash on his dog. And I was like, this dog is about to come up to me. And of course, the dog is like on my leg and he's like, and so my immediate, if I don't know your dog and it's just a random dog, my fear wells up inside of me. So I'm like hopping and jumping and trying to move out the way. And the guy is on his phone.
That's wild.
Why do people do that?
There's this confidence that you have to have with your pet. Maybe he put it through training. Maybe the dog is so well behaved and people normally love their dog. I too have caught myself get really annoyed sometimes when I'm walking with Jimbo and people immediately are scared of him. And I take it very personal and I take it very offensively. But then I remember people like you and I'm like, not everybody wants to interact with one, a dog, but two, even a big dog.
Right.
So because of you, I've kind of learned that, but I can see why if people don't have a Miguel,
right,
they'll feel automatically offensive or defensive, maybe is the better word, or they'll be like, oh, it's my dog. Everybody loves them. Not everybody loves dogs.
We don't. We don't. Well, and especially if I don't know, like your dog, Jimbo, I know when I come over to your house, I have to sort of like prepare myself mentally for him to jump. Yeah. And so, but I'm prepared for it. But if I don't know your dog, my immediate first reaction is your dog's going to bite me.
Right.
And so that's my, so just, leash up that dog when you walk in, because you're going to have this big black man walking towards you who's going to look like a 12-year-old girl running out of the way.
That's not true. I love when you like deep yell at my dog, like deep voice. Stop!
Jimbo, what you doing? All right, let's get our train wreck of the day. So this man was fined for pretending to be a ghost in a cemetery. But what was he shouting at them, pretending to be a ghost in the cemetery, okay? Call us up, and just for guessing, we're going to get you tickets to the Carolina Renaissance Festival. It is here, and we will get you tickets to there. Call us up. Call us 1-844 hits 961 1-844 448-7961. We'll do our train wreck of the day next.